Ooh.
Ooh. Not the best angle for me. Hello, everybody. Yes, that is very bright. We love you too, everybody. We're on early tonight. Trump loves everybody. Hi, Bobby. Team Trump right here.
Hello.
Hello, paranormal lady. Ooh.
What?
We had a smudge on the screen.
Oh.
Jellybean, you're amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. So, what should we talk about today?
I've got something we can talk about today. Oh, I didn't link it.
Both wearing Holocauster.
So it's interesting how,
Colin Kaepernick.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know. What did he say? Finally a night show. I know, we've been late lately.
We are live on YouTube also. We do YouTube and Periscope. Try to reach as many people as we can.
Football player.
Oh, yeah, I read about that. I think he should be banned from the sport, personally.
Why didn't he rise for the national anthem? Because of Black Lives Matter. Out. No questions.
Without a doubt. So, something I found interesting that I read today. In 2012, Democrats held a 558,000 registration advantage over Republicans in Florida. To date, currently, they hold a 258,000 advantage. And what makes it even more interesting is... I believe Romney only lost by 75,000 votes.
We're doing well, thank you.
Oh, Romney lost by 73,000 votes. So with that huge advantage of cutting out the 300,000 plus Democrats, it's a sure win for Mr. Trump.
What does gay for Trump mean? That question is too stupid to even answer, and the person that asked us if we are getting paid for this, no, we are not getting paid for this at all. Who would pay us? If you haven't noticed, Trump is pretty tight with the purse strings when it comes to his campaign.
So you're British. No offense.
You speak English.
But why are you in an American politics scope? No good Clinton callers. Nobody has.
Donate if you have a PayPal. We do not have a PayPal, but thank you.
Why are we getting donations?
I don't know. Why would you call a viewer stupid? Because he asked what gays for Trump means. Because that is stupid. I call it as I see it.
It's true.
I'm sorry. You're dumb, though.
Why did Trump say blacks have nothing to lose for voting for him? Tell me about it. I will tell you about it. So, he was talking about how Obama said that he was going to be the best president that the African American has seen. Oh, thank you, Chillionaire. He was going to be the best president for African Americans ever. Yet in the 7 3/4 years that he's been president, the black community has done nothing but decline. Their poverty is up, their food stamps and welfare participation is up, their home ownership is down. It's horrible. And he was talking about that a lot of these slum cities that have been voting for Democrats for the past 50 years have seen no change. They have not gotten out of this hole. They have not had an improved lifestyle, and the Democrats keep holding them down. So he said, vote for me. What do you have to lose? Your life cannot get worse than the Democrats have already made it.
Right.
Give a Republican a chance.
We absolutely support Trump. And for the individual that said we are idiots and don't realize how important climate change is, how many people have died from global warming? How many people have died from ISIS? Enough said. Do y'all think blacks will vote for him? Absolutely. I think he has high percentage of black voters. I mean, look at the percentage of black voters in the primaries that voted for him. And I think that more are coming around, and I definitely think that a good percentage of them will. We're not wasting our time, because we have had a lot of feedback, and positive feedback at that, saying, even though I don't necessarily vote Republican, I appreciate, informing us about what's really going on, and that's all our intention is here.
Somebody said that we won't pay for climate change now, but our children will. And I get that.
Show me the evidence that floods are related to climate change.
Regardless if anybody is going to pay for climate change at any point, people are dying at the hands of ISIS currently. That is something that needs to be taken care of right now.
I ain't your fucking secretary. You Google it and send it over to our Twitter, dipshit.
He has quite a bit of the Hispanic population in Florida on his side, and I honestly believe that there are a lot of Hispanics voting for him that are just not openly saying it.
We're gonna wait till the idiots leave and then we'll have the call in. I know. We get paid nothing. So what do you want? What's our subject matter for the night?
I don't know. What does everybody want us to talk about?
I wish we got paid too, to be honest with you, but that's neither here nor there. We do this from our own volition. We think it's important for people to speak up in support of Mr. Trump, especially minority groups, because people believe that we don't exist. So it's definitely most important for us minority groups to stand up and say, you know what, we support America as a whole because we're Americans first, and that's all there is to it. It's not necessarily anything more than that.
We are for real, 100% for real. Hillary went back into hiding after they discovered her 13,000 more emails.
We are a minority. Homosexuals are a minority. Talk about your dogs. One is creepily staring at us right now.
Very creepily. Hillary's sleeping, although she's not lying while she's sleeping.
I just think it's, the last word on the climate thing is, look how much money corporations and everybody makes off of a climate scare. Whether climate change is real or not, I've never said that, but what I am saying is that there are more pressing issues in this country, and if you follow the money and the greed, you're just going to take big banks, big corporations' word for truth. I mean, come on, we've learned how that goes, right? As a gay person, I am most definitely terrified of ISIS, and not just ISIS, but Sharia law. The majority of Muslims believe and abide by Sharia law. That is the killing of homosexuals, in case you didn't know. So yeah, that is a little scary to me. Especially since we're bringing 630,000 of them into this country if Hillary Clinton wins. That should scare you too. And if you're a woman, not just a gay man, but if you're a woman, that should scare you.
How do you all do this every night? Because we love our country, we put our country first, and we want to see our country succeed. And if we can give back to our country by doing this to help it move forward in the right path, then we'll do it.
What's the difference between those two? Don't they kill people? There is no difference necessarily between ISIS and Sharia law, other than ISIS is an organized army. That's the only difference. Sharia law essentially is the same beliefs, the same foundation as ISIS, and that's the majority of Muslims, especially in the Middle East. So,
somebody said, as a woman, Trump scares you more than ISIS, and if so, how?
I will block Brad.
Brad from London.
Who are you calling a troll? Probably you.
Good catch.
Boom.
Hillary
Hello.
will take care of ISIS if anything we already and more. How will Hillary take care of ISIS when Hillary has been funding ISIS?
How is Hillary going to take care of ISIS when she created ISIS? She helped build ISIS. She created an environment for ISIS to grow. We are not racist.
Hello, Vegas dog lover.
Vegas dog lover. We're already a
can't
joke.
possibly look more like a joke than we already do.
Our country is $21 trillion in debt, and our country is talking about where trannies go to poop. What do you think other countries think about when they see that? They already think we're a joke.
She might as well be the CEO of ISIS. She created an environment where they were able to thrive. They have how many of our tanks over there?
Oh, yeah. 16, I think they said.
It's some ridiculous number. We pretty much fund them.
We pretty much, their equipment, their guns, our tanks, everything, that's all ours that they're using to kill people. So, way to go, Obama.
Isn't he supposed to set an example? He sends stuff overseas to be made. Exactly, he's a businessman. He is trying to save money so that he can expand his 515 businesses that he owns. So, of course, any business person would do that. He is now saying that businesses should have incentive to stay in America instead of getting taxed up the ass.
CNN did a report on ISIS having our equipment and our tanks and everything, so CNN itself knows that is fact. Also, somebody asked, why do you guys care about where transgender people go to the bathroom? Not at all. It didn't matter to me before, and it doesn't matter to me now. I feel like if you can pull it off, nobody's going to ask a question. If you can straight up pull off looking like a girl, not one person is going to think that you are a dude walking into that bathroom. So,
Tokalu, get fucking educated. Nowhere ever has Trump ever said he wants to raise taxes. That's Hillary Clinton you're thinking of. Trump wants to lower taxes for everybody.
not one
You're
tax,
an idiot.
Not one tax will ever be raised under Donald Trump.
No. Show me anything that says Trump wants to raise taxes, because you can't, because you're an idiot. You're in here to cause chaos. Oh, I don't have to call you an idiot anymore, I can block you.
Because we were in 2 wars. The wars that Obama promised to get us out of. We also, actually, that is not why they have our equipment. Do your research. If you understand why they have our equipment, it's because President Barack Obama funded and provided all the military means to all of these people fighting against radical jihad. And then when ISIS developed and came after them, they just dropped their guns, dropped their clothes, dropped everything right in a pile right there and ran away. ISIS just came and picked it all up. That is exactly what happened. It was Obama 100%. There is a special on CNN if you would like to see it. Yes, they dropped their clothes because their military attire, the Kurds, I believe they are, would give them away, so they dropped their clothes as well.
CNN is very fake.
CNN is not credible, no. I'm just saying, like, it's a big, I mean, they did their story, and it's a liberal media network, and so a liberal media network contributing to the story against Obama is rare, so I'm just saying it's out there. Go watch it.
You should be watching the Bronco game.
It's right there.
Yeah, we can see the lights of the stadium. And this is our football.
Politics is our football. It's nice that you guys have privilege. I think so too. I'm very happy with it. I worked my ass off for it. We do not smoke weed.
No, we don't. Weed free. In 1 week from today, we will be having our Periscope in a very, very different location.
Are we going to do the cooking thing?
No, in a week from today.
Oh.
We're going to have a very special Periscope edition.
Are you for legalization? I honestly don't care. I personally think that it is destructive to our society in the long term. It is quite beneficial in the short term. We've said this before, we both profit greatly off of the legalization in Colorado. But in the long term, I feel like it just contributes to unmotivated, unwilling to do anything kind of people. And it's sad.
It's amazing that you bore yourselves and absolutely no one helped you get to today.
What?
Yeah, what? So did everybody see that the Black Men for Bernie has now endorsed Donald Trump?
Yep.
We are old enough to vote.
Thoughts about immigration.
If it's done legally, I love it.
We are 100% for immigration. Immigration is the backbone of this country, and it will always be the backbone of this country. Yeah, we have crickets.
Panda, it's your first time voting. Very good. Make sure you're registered.
White privilege, what is it? I really honestly don't know what people refer to when they say white privilege. I think that they assume white people are rich or something like that, so they just assume that all white people are privileged. I really have no idea. No, white privilege is not a thing. Are you kidding me? What real privilege is, though, is that when you're a minority and you get special privileges for being a minority. So, you know, if you look at different scholarships you can get in college. I mean, you have to be a minority. You can't be white to get those scholarships. That is a privilege. There are many, many privileges for minorities out there. And white people aren't really partaking in them.
You don't know what white privilege is, but you believe it's not a thing.
I just told you what I think white privilege is. White privilege is. It's just all it is like people that are broke off their ass, unmotivated, unsuccessful people. Take it upon themselves to feel bad about themselves, and then they see somebody else and they're like, you have more than me. How do I tear you down? You have white privilege. That's all it is. That is all it is. It's just broke ass, unsuccessful people that can't get their shit together, blaming other people for their problems. That is all white privilege is.
JRs. What happened to the stream? What do you mean?
Nobody called a minority broke-ass lazy people. Not one person ever said a minority. I said broke-ass lazy people. You're the one that put minority in there. I was very careful about not using the word minority in that sentence, so I know I didn't say it.
I do believe
I
that
do that. I do
they
believe.
want to see any successful person fail.
Yep. I think that I think honestly liberals just want to see everybody on the same playing field as everybody else, regardless of talent or, ability. It's absolutely possible for a liberal to be successful. There's many successful liberals out there. What do you think of Robert Byrd? He's friends with Hillary Clinton. Please explain why you support Trump.
Long story short, he puts America first and wants to see America and every American in the country succeed.
Right. We have a YouTube video that we just recently did yesterday up, and it explains why we are voting for Trump and why all gay people should be voting for Trump. You can check that out at Politic Voice. Where is Denver? Can't really see it right now, but it's right there.
It's the same as our Twitter and our Periscope.
He did not back down on immigration reform.
Hasn't at all.
What is Trump's poll percentage in Texas? I don't know. I haven't looked recently.
We support gay marriage.
100%. Does Mike Pence's policy on gays bother you? It does. We do not agree with Mike Pence socially whatsoever, but he has done tremendous things economically in his state of Indiana, and that's what we need right now.
And that's why Trump picked him, not because of his gay stances. And regardless, he's the VP. It's not going to be his show to run. And just like anybody, can't you come around to the idea that, maybe it's not something I'm against?
I think that your principles outweigh your gay bias. Exactly. I mean, I feel like we're Americans first, and our American principles are what should come first to help the benefit of this entire country, not just our political or our personal viewpoints. I feel like everybody should be doing that. You shouldn't be voting for your own personal,
How do we vote against our own interests?
You should vote. We're not voting against our own interests at all. I mean, if Donald Trump hated gay people, probably wouldn't be voting for Donald Trump, although he does have really great ideas about how to help the economy and stuff like that, so maybe I even would. But Donald Trump does not hate gay people. So his history says otherwise. He does a tremendous job by putting everybody as equal on a moral standpoint. And he says, I don't care what you are. If you're an American, we all need to fight together. We all need to rise together and get this stuff figured out.
Here's a educated person. Donald Trump eats ass. It seems he has supported gay people. It seems that way because it's true.
Yeah, he most definitely has. Trump's father banned black tenants in NYC. That is not true, actually. If you do your research, there was one incident, one case where the woman sued the Trump organization, or at that time, whatever the business was under his father, because it was his father's business. This woman sued, and there was no evidence to support that they were doing that. So nothing happened with it because it wasn't true.
Lord Titus, are you voting for Hillary?
He just says what you want to hear. He doesn't say what we want to hear. If he said what people wanted to hear, everybody would love him. A lot of people have a problem with what he's saying because he's not saying what people want to hear. He is saying the exact opposite, the truth that people don't want to hear. That is exactly what he's saying.
Then you are voting against your own interests, your own best interests, Lord Titus, by voting for Hillary. You have said that you are a black individual, and Hillary Clinton is only going to put you into a category and hold you back, just like Democrats have done for the past 50 years.
Do you like everything he says or most things? I do not like everything he says. I don't like the way he says what he says, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But I 100% agree with all of his policies that he has laid out, and then some. So there's everything that he is saying politically, I 100% agree with. And then, I can't really say that I would love everything he says.
Lynn, you know what happens when you assume things, you make an ass out of yourself.
He's not talking to white America, he's talking to all Americans. That's why there's Latinas for Trump, Latinos for Trump, there's blacks for Bernie, just endorsed Trump.
Lord Titus, you haven't commented on how you're voting against your own best interests by voting for Hillary.
Hello.
Hi, Sherry. I know it's Cherry, but I'm going to call you Sherry.
Latinos for Trump, absolutely. It's a movement with over 140,000 Latinos involved. I mean, you should definitely check it out.
How will she hold you back? Look at Chicago, look at Detroit. I was along your opinion.
Asking.
You said you assume that we both have college debt. And I told you, when you assume things, you make an ass out of yourself.
We do not, because we worked through school. It's possible.
And what will Trump do? Trump will give equal opportunity to everybody, whereas Hillary Clinton will say, oh, you're gay, you're different, you need special treatment. You're black, you're different, you need special treatment. You're a woman, you're different, you need special treatment. She's going to hold everybody back just like Democrats have, so that way they can continue to be a minority and they will continue to vote for Democrats.
We've answered the Mike Pence question twice already in this scope, and we just started. And for the last time, we 100% disagree with Mike Pence socially, but that's not what this election is about.
So somebody just texted us and said, can you guys share this? I watched the RNC where Trump got the party nomination. He specifically said he supports us LGBT, and he even said it right as LGBTQ. He paused, the crowd clapped, and he said thank you for that, because I know typically they aren't supported, but they should be.
That's unheard of. That's unprecedented in a Republican nomination speech and an RNC speech. And not to mention Pete Thiel was there. Collapsing identity. What? I don't think we've ever said the words collapsing identity. It is, but no recognition from the left. There will never be recognition for the left.
What? Hillary's off the campaign trail until the night of the debate? Is that like a month away? No, I'm not saying all blacks live in Detroit or Chicago. I'm just saying that the people that do live in poverty in Detroit and Chicago are not going to be any better off with Hillary Clinton. They've been under a Democratic governorship for the past 50 plus years, and look at the city. Look at how it's doing. The answer is not well.
So out of nowhere, a bunch of gays are all about Trump. What did I miss? You didn't miss anything. We've supported him since the very beginning. A lot of homosexuals have supported Donald Trump since the very beginning because they understand the importance of this election and the state of our country. But, you know, a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people just go with the pandering and the Democrats. I'm going to fight for your rights, and I love all different people. Wow.
I am out to my parents, and they won't tell me who they vote for. I've asked my parents since I can remember going to the voting booths with them, who'd you vote for? She said, doesn't matter.
We did address the Pence issue. We address it all the time. We have a YouTube channel that specifically talks about Pence in some of the videos. We just talked about it 3 times on this scope, and you're asking me to repeat it. So of course I give you like a short answer because I've already said it twice today. We have talked about Pence all the time.
Idiots.
Saying it's a non-issue is not addressing the issue. I did address the issue by saying we do not agree with Pence socially. We 100% agree with what he has done economically for his state of Indiana and all the history that he has done. I also believe that Pence's Freedom of Religion Act was a good thing. I support that. I believe if you're a small business, you have the right to refuse service to anybody. I believe that if you are
suicide for you as a business.
Yeah, capitalism will work it out. I mean, you definitely won't be in business for very long, but I believe that you have the opportunity to refuse service to anybody. So if you are a Christian bakery and that's what your whole stability is about, then you shouldn't be making gay wedding cakes. And I believe that they have the right to say, I don't want to do this. There's nothing wrong with that.
So, somebody said, I think the one reason that Trump is losing, whatever. So, do you understand that the liberal media runs these polls? And Monmouth and Rasmussen have both been caught lying about the polls. They take out specific group categories to make it appear that Hillary is winning.
Why do gays like cupcakes so much? I hate cupcakes, but
I love cupcakes.
I don't do any cake. I don't do any chocolate. It makes me nauseous.
I like how fair you guys are with Pence. LGBT stands. Very admirable characters. Thank you.
Thoughts on gay marriage? 100% support it. I believe in a secular society, separation of church and state. I believe that the government should recognize marriage solely for what they need to recognize marriage for, which is 100% where the money goes. I mean, that's pretty much all the government needs to recognize what marriage is. So.
I'm sorry, it wasn't Rasmussen, it was Reuters.
Debbie Schultz stepped down because of the DNC leaks. Have you been in a movie or anywhere? I've not been in a movie. Wouldn't universal civil unions be better? I mean, if you want to take marriage away from people, I mean, a lot of people, this country was built on, Christian values. So, before you get too far into that, you need to realize that. And I honestly believe that people, believe marriage is that sacred act and they're doing it under the government and they have a hard time separating church and state in that. So I don't believe you should be taking away the word marriage. But what the government is doing essentially is a civil union. It's just only tracking you by who you're with, who you live with, where the money comes from, where the money goes, how much you're paying in taxes, death tax, estate tax, that kind of stuff. That's all the government needs to know you're married for, right? So call it what you want, I guess, but I think the word marriage is less offensive to people.
So let's talk about Trump and not having equality for women. Does everybody realize that his campaign manager is the first woman ever to run a political campaign?
Debbie stepped down when she couldn't lie anymore. Could Hillary be next? Yeah. Hillary very well could be next. She won't step down of her own volition, but she will most definitely step down if she is forced. Do you think Bill is a rapist? Absolutely. Absolutely. Look at Juanita Broderick. Look at the many others, not including Monica Lewinsky. A very small percentage of gay people are allowed to marry.
I think they said care that gays are allowed to marry.
Oh, exactly. I'm not racist. I have black friends. Where's Huma? I don't know. Thoughts on Trump's protectionist trade? You are phrasing that with your own bias behind it, typical. But what it is going to do is put America first, and it most definitely is going to neutralize the trade deficits, or at least chip away at these out-of-control trade deficits with pretty much every single country we do business with. Over $500 billion a year annually is lost to China. Over $80 billion a year is lost annually to Japan. Over $60 billion is lost annually to Mexico. And I'm just getting started. And so, yeah, I think that it's most important to understand our trade policies and why we are losing so much money. What could we possibly be doing wrong? And how do we fix it? And that's why Trump has brought Carl Icahn on to definitely work on the trade deficit issue, primarily with China. But I think that is a wonderful, wonderful idea because he is definitely capable. You're right, the TPP is not pro-liberty. It actually takes away jobs. It destroys the United States, gives other countries more of a leg up than they already have.
Somebody said, you're losing, you have to accept reality. What are you doing to change it? First of all, we honestly don't believe that Trump is losing. Not at all. I don't believe the polls one bit. Even the polls that come out in favor of Trump, I think that they're actually a lot higher than they say they are. And do you want to know what we're doing to fix it? We are going around the state of Colorado registering people. We're holding voter registration drives. We're going door knocking. We're setting up events at places so that we can register people.
Ooh, it's the last day.
Why do you believe that Trump isn't going to do anything?
You think Trump is rigged? Look at Hillary Clinton. My God. She is the government machine. She embodies the government machine. Duh. If there's anybody that isn't paid off, it's Donald Trump.
How is Trump a bad person? Give us an example.
I know, I'm excited for the WikiLeaks stuff. Very excited. Support Daryl Glenn, yes we do. Colorado, right?
I believe so.
I believe that's his name. I hope so. He can most definitely run a campaign. Spent the least amount of money and is definitely the nominee and doing really well. So clearly he can run a campaign. Oh, thank you. How do you know he's going to do what he says just because he says it? You can say that about anybody in politics. You can say that about anybody in politics. How do you know Hillary Clinton is going to do what he says? How do you know Bernie Sanders is going to do what he says? How do you know anybody is going to do what they say? Because clearly Barack Obama didn't do what he was going to do, or what he said he was going to do.
So first of all, because of the hatred that the establishment has for Donald Trump, he is going to be under such a close watch. They are going to be using a magnifying glass on him every day to find the littlest slip up so that they can get him out of office. So if he sits back and does nothing or goes against his word or changes his ideas, they are going to be after him so fast.
Yes, we can't see your questions. I'm sorry. I don't know if I am reading them. I read that.
So somebody asked us over text that they think there are a lot of closet voters for Trump, but they're too embarrassed to admit that they are voting for Trump. And this individual is just curious as to what everybody thinks.
He did not go back on his promise to deport 11 million people. Not once has he ever wavered on that. He asked the audience, what would we do about the people that have been here for 20 to 30 years? And the audience responded, we're okay with them staying, but no citizenship and absolutely no amnesty. But Trump never said anything. I mean, he just asked the audience. So there was never one time that he's backed down on that. I think there is a huge silent majority. Do you believe Obama handled the Louisiana floods visit incorrectly? Absolutely. Should have been there. And where was Kanye West saying Obama hates black people? That's what I wanted to see. Are you like right next to I-70 in a cricket farm? No, we are not even close to I-70.
We're very close to the cricket farm, though.
We have some land, that's why you're hearing crickets. What's your biggest critique of Trump? To stay on message, I think that he does what we do in this scope. This is a perfect example. Donald Trump does what we do, and he responds to the outlandish, ridiculous idiots. And he shouldn't do that, and we shouldn't do that either. It's just so tempting to, because they just draw you in with stupid, and you just want to make a point because you know you're right. We really need to stop doing that, and he needs to stop doing that too. I think if he just stays on message and continues to just harp on Hillary, harp on Obama, and all the failed policies that they have created together, he'll do just fine. That's my only critique. Dorian Sucks should follow us, and he can call us. I don't know who that is or what he believes, but it could be fun. I have to get back on set. Ooh, love you. What set? Have fun. Nope, still no Hillary supporters. Well, let me rephrase. There's always Hillary supporters, but they don't know why they're voting for Hillary. Either that, or they hate Donald Trump that much. But not one person has ever defended Hillary's positions. Not one person has ever defended Hillary herself and her actions. Very interesting. Hey, girl. I have to get back flying this plane. Okay. And I find it interesting that this hasn't come up yet. Hillary Clinton decided that it was time for her to leave as Secretary of State. Nobody's investigating why. I mean, she did an interview with who was it? Diane Sawyer, Barbara Walters, somebody. I don't remember who. Right after, with Obama and saying, "Oh, I'm leaving as Secretary of State. I'm resigning." But why did she resign? I honestly feel like she resigned because she knew she created a gigantic quagmire in the Middle East, and it was going to go down hard, and probably the Benghazi shit was definitely involved in that. But nobody investigates that. Nobody even brings that up.
Hey, Pumpkin. Hey, baby. Hi. Wanna come up?
Not Adam.
Come on. Come on.
Can we hear from the dogs? Just say hi. Just say hi. Doc, what are your thoughts on Benghazi? What are your thoughts on Benghazi?
I think Hillary is guilty. Guilty.
He did not like that one bit. Don't let him bite you. No, I grew up with black labs all my life. Hey, fly guy.
Fly safely.
Fly safely.
Oh. There's the other one.
I have a golden doodle. Oh, that's cute. I love all dogs, and I think, quite honestly, I have been bitten by dogs probably 10 plus times. And it's a wonder why I love all dogs, but there you go. He's a golden, but, or are you just saying Labradors or Colorado's most popular? I don't know. Who knows what I'm saying anymore. My cat is
6 pounds.
Oh.
Ooh, Alaskan Malamutes are good.
Is that heavy for a cat? That's heavy for a cat. Or is it not? I don't know. That's probably light. I don't know. It's average. Okay. I don't know cat weight.
Not a cat person. Should we take some calls?
Yes. We will open it up to calls. No, we did not. He finds his own treats. The topic, we would love to hear from a Hillary Clinton supporter defending her viewpoints, her positions, and her actions over the last 30 years. We're not going to find that. That's a topic. Okay. My cat is 14 pounds. He is fat. It's cute, though. I love fat cat. I love fat everything except humans. I mean, I love fat humans too, but I think, like, cute-wise, I love fat animals.
So, I want to show a picture, but I don't think... Oh, can everybody see that? So, these are people on Twitter, so purple and blue hair, and... These are people on Twitter that are retweeting our Periscope and saying, what did they say? I'll let you see it with me.
Their Twitter handle is @GayPixieDust.
They're Trump supporters. I don't even know if I want to try. So I replied with, what did I say? Oh my gosh, why can't I even freaking work my Twitter?
Cannot function right now. Gay Pixie Dust, call us, girl. I'd love to talk to you.
I said, thanks for helping get our name out there. Appreciate it. They may change their tune when Trump starts deporting them with the Muslims. That's Gay Pixie Dust.
You can go tear them up if you want. Otherwise,
for sharing how ignorant and myopic you are. What the fuck, anytime. The white gays are at it again.
What's wrong with being white?
And that's interesting that he said the white gays because his friend, Gay Pixie Dust, is white as well.
What the hell is wrong with being white? That's what I want to know. Absolutely nothing. It's all the white people's fault, right? I don't get that. Isn't that racism?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Isn't that straight up racism? You're right. I can't dance. You're absolutely right about that.
Who's in here? Who's in here? Who's here? Who's here? Come on.
There's nothing wrong with being white or gay or any other color. I'm supposed to feel guilty. I don't at all. I'm a proud white person. I'm happy that I'm white. I'm allowed to believe that, right? I believe that. What's wrong with being white?
Candidate misdeed comparison. Hillary Clinton leaked U.S. Secretary secrets. Trump said mean things.
Oh.
Clinton got people killed at Benghazi. Got people killed at Benghazi. Said Donald Trump said mean things. Hillary Clinton, corruptly rigged primary. Donald Trump said mean things. Clinton has multiple enemies die mysteriously. Trump said mean things.
Oh man.
I think that's pretty good.
Patrick and Matthew Broderick. Exactly.
He goes
So
by
I
a
go
lot
by
of different
M.
names. So are the Clinton supporters calling? Did I just miss them?
No, they don't exist.
They don't exist.
They don't.
Shouldn't pride come from an actual achievement? Yeah, and I'm very proud of the things that I've accomplished in my life. But by that argument, you are also saying that people can't say I'm proud to be black. That's risky business going into that territory. Oof. I'd be careful. You just are exposed for your own hypocrisy with what I just said, and you really have no idea how to combat it.
Whatever name you call him is a name that you can call him. All Hillary supporters are sleeping in their graves. That is very true.
Trump does support the gay community. This is true.
Exactly.
Very much so. More so than any other Republican presidential candidate or president, for that matter, in history.
Gay pride is good, black pride is good, but white pride is evil.
They're too busy trying to find new ways to call Trump a racist. Yeah. Probably. Well, I assume I'm stupid. See, now you just are force-feeding me an answer that you want to hear so that you can have confrontation. Confrontation is what you people thrive on. You type of people, not everybody else in this scope. I'm not going to give you confrontation. If you have an issue, go somewhere else. Nobody gives a shit.
Why do you believe your pro-Trump scope would be filled with Hillary supporters? Because they're secretly Trump supporters?
Right. And we've talked, it's not just our pro-Trump scope, it's everywhere in existence in our lives that we go to. We go to work, we go, on Twitter, we see a whole bunch of Hillary supporters, and then you ask them different questions of how can you defend this, that, or the other thing, and they literally have no response to it, so they block you, or if it's in person, they just run away or stop talking. These are like real life situations that happen to us on a daily basis. Confrontation is one of the side effects from a liberal lobotomy.
Plenty of people come in and say F Trump, right, and they don't even know why. And those are the people that aren't going to vote.
Is it true that Hillary Clinton is out until the debate on September 20-ish? 8th? 6th? Well, you have fun with that. 26th. Thank you. She's out until the 26th?
Hillary campaign cease? Stop?
Dead. Wow, she must really be sick then. She needs her rest. Yeah, evidently. Holy cow. What if she does that as president? Like, seriously, people, what if she does that as president? Like, oh, I'm just not going to deal with anything until a month later. Like, what the hell? I don't want that as my president. Although we have that currently. I'm going to go play golf. I'm just talking to myself at this point.
Oh, that's an interesting article. Bernie Sanders' eyes return to campaign trail for Hillary Clinton.
What if she does that, though, like as president? Oh, I'm too sick to lead or whatever? God. I think I have some Trump clothes made by kids working in sweatshops. Every single piece of article of Trump's clothing that comes from his website, any piece of... actually, I'll go show you.
What are you getting? Whoa, sorry everybody, I'm lost as to what's going on here. We are gay. Yes. You can't check out if you're Commander-in-Chief, but she's probably going to. What do you think about Trump's flip on immigration? Nothing, because he didn't flip. He simply asked the audience what they thought about possibilities, and then... Damn it, I'm trying to find so many things here. Thursday after that, and I can...
Okie dokie. Every article of clothing or other that Donald Trump sells on for his campaign, this is one, okay, says in the tag, are you ready? You ready? Okay, we're ready. This t-shirt was sewn by 9 people in a sweatshop-free environment in downtown LA, okay, where they are all paid fair wages and have access to health care and benefits.
Trump Thursday on an interview with CNN. There's no path to legalization unless they leave the country. When they come back in, then they can start paying taxes, but there is no path to legalization unless they leave the country and then come back. Trump said on his first day in office he would authorize law enforcement to actively deport bad dudes, such as those who have committed crimes, which he said numbered probably millions. But he declined to flatly say whether he would round up undocumented immigrants, stressing that once the initial deportation occurs, then we can talk. There is a very good chance the answer could be yes. So there, he did not flip.
How much was the t-shirt? I don't know. $20, I think. Who knows?
Where did you find that Hillary Clinton is off the campaign trail? Can you post that on our Twitter, please? Because I really, really want to see it.
What was I going to say? I forgot. Oh, somebody asked about Trump ties. He just sells his name rights to that. That was Macy's, I believe. So I think the person you should be getting mad at is Macy's. Nobody wants to see that.
Exactly. Having roundtable meetings shows he's open to ideas. He's not, this is my way and that's the only way it's going to be.
BLMER. BLMer. Oh, that. BLMer.
Lynn, can I ask you, what is the point of you being in here? What are you trying to get at?
And he's even spoken on, why people produce overseas all the time, because there's no incentive to produce in the United States, which is why he's speaking on creating an environment to produce in the United States, which is something beneficial for guess who? The United States.
But you're not correcting anything, Lynn. You're a nuisance. You're an idiot.
She's gonna get all upset about the
I
personal
know.
attacks. She's probably typing it out right now. Donald Trump is not going to win. I 100% agree with that. You did not correct us. You are the wrong one. Are you a Hillary shill? Are you paid by Hillary Clinton herself to be one of her Twitter trolls? She does that,
She does.
She pays people
$8 an hour.
to go around Twitter and articles and post comments. That is fact. Nobody cares who you're voting for, Lynn.
Yeah, that's a wasted vote. You're a wasted vote.
So technically you're voting for Hillary Clinton.
Right.
A vote for anybody other than Donald Trump is a vote for Hillary Clinton. Gotcha.
You might as well just save your gas and stay home. Because if Hillary Clinton wins, you're going to need that extra gallon of gas.
I don't have anything against gays, but Russia is killing gays daily. That is true, and it is very sad.
Polls would suggest a Trump vote is wasted. Did you not hear me explain to you that both Reuters and Monmouth have been called out on their lying and cheating of the polls?
And for that guy that just said gays are killed in Russia every single day, I know that. And to all the liberals in here, are you ready for this? Those are what true bigots are. That's what a real human bigot is. Killing of homosexuals, physically assaulting homosexuals. That is what a real bigot is, rather than what you just assume Donald Trump is.
Exactly, Lynn. I did say Rasmussen to start, and I made a mistake because, you've never made a mistake because you hide behind your little tweet box.
It was 2 R polls, though. Rasmussen and Reuters.
But it was Reuters and Monmouth. I said
Oh.
Rasmussen and Monmouth, and Lynn went all fucking apeshit, and my God.
Do you think the U.S. should pivot closer to Russia rather than oppose? I don't know what you mean by that. But should we get along with Russia? Absolutely.
Lynn, you're a fucktard. I was thinking Reuters in my head, and yes, I did say Rasmussen. Do you know, Lynn, peace out.
No, she win.
No.
Don't let her win.
Oh,
Don't let her win.
it's alright, Lynn's a piece of shit. I can say that. That's First Amendment right there. Yeah, Lynn, you know everything. Call in, Lynn.
Let's hear from you, Lynn.
You just know everything.
Let's see the hearts if you want Lynn to call in. Let's see those hearts.
Guarantee you Lynn's response is, I don't gotta do anything.
I don't know, Lynn. That's a lot of love.
Oh, look at that. Love, Lynn.
Love Lynn.
Love, Lynn.
I don't want to ban her because then she wins.
Right.
I want to talk to her so she loses.
You can even do *67, Lynn, and then we'll never even know what your number is. It comes up private.
Come on, Lynn. Be quiet, Lynn.
Come on, Lynn. You getting cold feet?
It's a lot of hearts for you, Lynn.
Ooh, Lynn, we've even got support for you on YouTube. They want you to call in, too.
That's YouTube support, Lynn.
Can't back down from YouTube support.
This is where the crickets are perfect. Ready?
Somebody said don't block her because that's not the way to do it. Or improve. I don't even remember what you said, but...
Are you serious? Am I trending? No, you're not trending. People just want you to defend yourself.
Lynn is a coward. She's voting for Gary Johnson.
Yeah. Which is a vote for Hillary Clinton.
Wow, Lynn, those hearts are still going. Those are hearts for you, Lynn. Those aren't even hearts for us.
Let's go, Lynn. Linny Bin.
Linnorama.
I don't think Lynn is gonna call.
I don't think so either.
There she is.
Lynn's a fake.
Fraud.
Can you call that crazy girl that calls you all the time on speaker? No,
That'd be
we
funny.
do not want to.
Can we call her back?
No, I don't want to open up that can of worms.
I would love that.
Maybe at like midnight on a Wednesday. We're actually specifically asking for you to call in, Lynn, because you know everything.
You are who we're asking for now.
Right. Screw the Hillary supporters, we want Lynn. Ooh, did we just flip-flop?
Ooh, is that a flip-flop?
Ooh, Lynn, was that a flip-flop?
You know the facts, Lynn.
Lynn, was that a flip-flop?
Lynn, call in.
We are gun owners. YouTube thinks you're a guy, Lynn. Is that why you don't want to call in? Is it because your voice sounds like this?
Oh, you can't call people guys anymore, evidently, because everybody's supposed to be like gender neutral or some shit. I watched a YouTube video where calling somebody a guy or a girl is offensive to all the people who are not guys or girls. Okay?
If Lynn calls you guys,
Hey.
if Lynn calls us, we'll call the crazy lady. Agreed.
I know a lot of people are tough on the blah, 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 blah. Tough on the keyboard. Call people folks. Yeah, okay. That's gender neutral, right? Self-identified God. I hate when people call me a man. Whatever you self-identify as, I guess. That's the rule now. You can self-identify as a toaster. What the hell? What is going on with our world? What is happening to our world?
What should we have for dinner tonight?
Oh, we still haven't eaten. I ate trail mix and I took out all the M&Ms because I don't like chocolate.
Twix is my favorite.
Yuck. I mean Twix is okay, but like I don't like chocolate, so.
Oh, nobody wants to give us dinner ideas. They're still stuck on Lynn.
It's not EDL. Edel.
It's alright, we'll go Pokemoning and burn off everything.
What I know as EDL is probably not what you know as EDL.
When do you guys sleep? You scope so late. Maybe we don't.
Maybe we don't sleep. Maybe we're like Donald Trump's. Just don't sleep.
Maybe we don't have souls, so we don't have to sleep. I almost took a nap at work today. I was looking for something and I like leaned my head back for a second. And I almost fell asleep.
Was that a praying
Lemon,
mantis that was
Pesto
flying?
orzo with shrimp. Yum. Max, are you a Trump supporter? sounds good too.
What else can we do to get you to call the crazy lady? Lynn or the one that was trolling us last night? Steak and a baked potato. That's what I want. Deal.
Oh, Lynn? Guys, don't get your hopes up, but... Go ahead, caller, you are live.
Hello?
Go ahead, caller, you are live. Hello? Hello? Oh,
I like my steak medium rare.
medium rare. Caller hung up. What time does Olive Garden close? No response? No.
I want steak now. If you think we're stupid, go ahead and give us a call. Explain why, explain your viewpoints, and explain why you don't support Donald Trump. I just hope it doesn't turn out that you're the one that looks stupid at the end of the call. I love Olive Garden too. Oh, the chicken parmesan. Alright, y'all making me hungry.
Breadsticks get me
though.
every time.
Every time. Oh, it closes at 11. Shoot.
You got time.
Oh, we do have time.
Max, call. Do it. Are you a Trump supporter or a Hillary supporter? I'm just curious. That's irrelevant to you calling.
If you talked balanced, I could relate to what?
I don't know. We have not done the radio show yet.
Patrick, are we past the fucktard comment? We good?
I still think you're a fucktard, but I mean, we can be past it if you want.
We're always good, Lynn. We're good.
Good job, Max. Max and his boyfriend are Trump supporters, and they're gay.
Why
Are
don't you
they
guys?
being paid too?
Why don't you guys follow anybody? I don't know. I feel like it. We do on Twitter. Follow everybody back.
Everybody. It was interesting. I posted a thing on Twitter today about how Islam. I saw 2 pictures of Islam. Some kid holding his dying mother because she was beaten, and then 4 guys ripping a cat apart that was still alive. And I said, I don't care who the fuck you are. Liberals, wake up. This is what you want to have entering our country. And then some Democrat group followed us. It was interesting.
Gnocchi is really good. Whoever said that. Yes.
Oh, Asher, Lynn. Go ahead, caller. You are live. Caller, are you live? Damn it! I'm gonna reset our phone.
Maybe they're just hanging up on us. I don't know. Derf, or what does that mean?
It wasn't Lynn. They hung up. Trump would not be Hitler. Hitler wanted to take away the guns, and Trump wants to arm you.
No, I feel like we would know who you are, Lynn. Like, we would know.
If they said anything incorrect, we would know it was not you.
We would know by your presence over the phone. That's how.
And we would just ask, are you Lynn? And if they said no, then we would know it was not Lynn.
Good night. Thank you for watching. And we are still looking for callers.
Oh, you're getting big.
I shouldn't have shown it yet because we're restarting our phone.
Hi.
cute hamster. Hello there, gents. Trump is kicking ass. Yes, he is kicking ass.
Yes,
We're
he
very
is, Johnny.
happy.
Welcome, Johnny. Oh, I think it just turned on.
Oh, it just turned on.
No, not a new dog. We've always had him. He's my original. He's my baby.
This one's a new one. You can see his snout. What's the old one do? What do you do, Edward?
What do you do? Edward, what do you do? Well,
He sleeps his allotted 23 hours a day.
where are you going? Where are you going? Are you running down? You're gonna hit your head.
You guys ever seen any UFOs out there? No, but we've seen some pretty crazy stuff. Really, really crazy stuff. So we can see, like, all of Commerce City pretty much to Boulder. And Commerce City has the smokestacks, and they burn out the smokestacks every once in a while. And it's this gigantic, bright light in the sky that, like, you can see from, like, hundreds of miles away, I would assume, because it's that bright. But maybe that's a little bit of a embellishment. But my gosh, it's the brightest light I've ever seen, and I just can't believe I've never noticed that before. Some crazy stuff. And we saw a Black Hawk helicopter.
And a hawk. And an owl.
Thank you. Are they burning pop? No.
Which direction is behind you that way? Sorry, I couldn't resist.
How can you get away with saying that nonsense?
What nonsense?
Are you guys racist at all? No. I honestly don't think so. No callers. They're too scared. The Hillary supporters are frightened. Please don't give your number out on Scope.
You call us.
That is protection for you, not for us.
We don't call anybody, except maybe the crazy lady.
Nobody call that number because it's probably like a toll number that like will just eat your minutes and
Lynn, you call it.
you'll owe $1 billion. $1 billion. Do you give your dog a beer? No. Although I have a really cute picture of him when he was a baby. And he had a beer in his paws. A closed beer.
Go ahead, caller. You are live.
Go ahead, caller. You are live.
Oh, you need to turn down your Periscope. Or just hang up.
You have no callers because no one wants to talk to Trump supporters. Well, let me tell you one thing. We've had plenty of callers, but it's interesting that you wouldn't want to defend your positions. We get on live and tell you about Trump's positions every single day for about 2 hours, and yet all the people that disagree with us don't feel the need to defend their positions live over the phone. The only reason why we brought the phone into all this was because the Hillary supporters that were in our scope said there wasn't enough room to write out everything that they wanted to say, so they're not going to say it. So we said, okay, call us. So we have the phone, and we have yet to hear from any of those people. That is why we have a call-in. Trump's views on gay marriage has always been the same. What's the number? I'm afraid to give it to that individual. Trump is against gay marriage like many guys are. Trump is not against gay marriage, nor is he against gay people at all. In any way.
Can somebody post that link on our Twitter as to where they found this information out? Because I looked and I couldn't find it.
He never said he was against gay marriage. He said that he was against how Obama executes his executive orders, and he thinks that that is wrong, but it wasn't necessarily an executive order that brought that to light. So,
Trump flat out said that he is going to be the best president for the LGBT. What did he say? Hold on.
can you be supportive of gays and be against gay marriage? In a weird way, maybe. I think that if you would support gay people, you would want them to have all of the rights and entitlements that you have, and that includes marriage, under the eyes of the government. So I would assume that you would need to support both, but maybe not. I guess I don't know.
Go ahead, caller, you are live. Damn it!
They're doing it on purpose now.
When Trump got the party nomination at the RNC, he specifically said... Damn you, phone.
I heard y'all had drama. You had drama?
When he got the party nomination, he said he supports the LGBT, and he even said it right as LGBTQ. He paused, the crowd clapped, and he said, "Thank you for that, because I know typically they aren't supposed to be supporting you." Go ahead, caller, you are live.
My boyfriend made me call in.
Okay.
So, yeah, my boyfriend is a gay Trump supporter. I'm a gay Jill supporter. I've heard it all. What would you say to me to switch me over to Trump?
You're for Jill?
Jill Stein. I
Yeah,
would say
Jill
that
Stein, I'm great.
while your climate views are honorable, I would say that there is probably a lot more pressing issues in this country that we are facing that needs to be taken care of. And I think Trump
Like
is...
what?
I'm sorry?
What?
ISIS?
$21 trillion in debt, 630,000 refugees coming into this country that hates your lifestyle. Yeah, I mean, we can continue if you want. Trade deficits with almost every country we do business with.
Okay. I mean, those are pretty decent ones.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
How many people to the day have died from global warming?
Have died from global warming?
Correct.
How many people have died?
Oh, that's very difficult to quantify because global warming in and of itself doesn't kill anyone. It's
Exactly.
a catalyst to a larger change.
How many people have died to date from ISIS?
I mean, come on, aren't these straw dogs?
I'm just saying that there's more prevalent issues. Would you agree?
Yeah, I can't get behind Trump. I can't.
And that's fair. That's
I
fine.
I mean, the largest thing that gets me with Trump is I really believe that a good leader should exude dignity. They're the closest thing we have to royalty in the United States. And Trump, I mean, while I hate the establishment as much as anyone else, that's why I was pro-Bernie, pro-Joe and all that, he just doesn't exude that great dignity that I expect from my national leader.
And have you seen Trump before the election process?
Oh, yeah, I was a big fan of him kind of growing up. Are you serious?
I think he had I think he did extremely well. I think he was very dignified in everything that he's done. I mean, look at the conversations. If you want a diplomat, if you want somebody that's going to have open, honest, really nice, qualitative debates with people, look at Donald Trump's past. They're all live on YouTube. When he went to the head of, I believe it was Scotland.
I mean, I'll give you this. As a Jill Stein supporter, I could more readily work with Trump than Hillary. That I'll give you. Hillary is a disgusting, putrid, vile mess.
This is true.
I mean, but I can't get behind Trump. He's not my guy. And Yeah, and my boyfriend Max, the one who's going to be chatting with you, he's, Mr., Red American, still carry and all that sort of stuff, and I love him for it, but I'm just not that guy.
Right.
Do you honestly feel that Jill Stein is going to win, or is it more of a principle vote?
Oh, principle. Principle, definitely. If someone checks my voting record, I don't want anyone to ever say that at any point I went to the quick buck or the vindictive. Like, no, I stick to, green or independence, but I hate both parties. So,
Well, you're worried about how other people are going to view you.
So you understand that a vote for Jill Stein is a vote for Hillary.
No, it would work the other way because a vote for Jill Stein pulls away from the Democratic base. So really, if you're a Trump supporter, you should say go green, go.
But it takes away from the Republican base.
I think
you guys were never going to get my vote to begin with. Max has accepted that long ago.
And that's acceptable. I mean, we're not here to change your mind. We're just trying to have an open, honest conversation.
Oh, certainly. And I don't hate Republicans. I'm certainly not one of those people who goes around saying Trump is a racist or a terrible human being. He seems like a decent enough fellow. Just not what I look for in a president. And I'm sorry for that. I can tell you he's better than Hillary. I can give you that. But
what is Jill Stein's tax
Hillary,
plan?
that's like saying, well, I'd rather be stabbed than burned. Yes, stabbing's cleaner and less painful, but it's still pretty bad.
I think we can agree that we all dislike Hillary then.
That we can. And also, politics shouldn't be this divisive, Wouldn't it be nice to get back to the good old days where, politics didn't mean a huge amount, 90% of things we can all agree on?
Right. Unfortunately, there's too much division.
You say that, but I'm a Green Party faggot, and I married a Republican ass, concealed carry, red meat-eating Republican. So
Good for you.
We can't come together.
I know. I mean, we can find it in our own day-to-day lives, I think. But I feel like once the emergence of social media came out, people were 100% okay with tearing people apart.
People will be just, the 1,000-pound strong men with the invisible muscles of the internet. People are willing to be so putrid to one another with some anonymity, which is why I love how y'all have callers.
Right.
Because then at least you have to be abusive to their safe voice.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, good luck, and thank you for calling. We appreciate it.
All right, God bless y'all. Have a
You
good
too.
one.
You too.
Bye.
I liked the caller. I mean, I think he was he just couldn't get there with Trump. There was something about Trump that he didn't like, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. At least he hates Hillary. I'm okay with that.
You poor kids aren't old enough to know the reality of Hillary Clinton. You stick to Breitbart. Then please call us and let us know the reality of Hillary Clinton.
Inform us on what the reality of Hillary Clinton is, because even the news networks, the liberal news networks, hide information but actually report situations that have happened. She is not a glamorous lady. We can all name more scandals than we can successes of Hillary Clinton. And
Breitbart is not a reality.
Love to hear you defend Hillary Clinton. We would love for you to defend her. We encourage you to call in.
Let's just have you, maybe in a short little clip on here, defend why Hillary is hiding until the debate. fact is, I was alive then and know it firsthand.
You were alive when Hillary Clinton was around?
You were alive when she got the child rapist off and laughed about it? When her marriage equality, her...
Anti-gay marriage for 25 plus
when
years?
she knows the value of marriage, yet she's stuck by her husband every time. What did they say?
Did you get that?
Yes.
Yes, we did. When is the last time Hillary
I think it's like
had a press
270
conference?
days.
200 and, yeah.
Pushing up there. Hillary worked hard and successfully to silence her husband's victims. Give him credit. Exactly. Go ahead, caller. You are live.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I was just seeing who's pitching, who's catching tonight.
I don't think baseball's on tonight. I think it's football.
What a wonderful individual.
And that was probably the guy that was saying that he was alive during Hillary Clinton. Everything you say about Hillary is all just right-wing talking points.
First of all, I've never even heard of alt-right until just a week ago when it was trending and everybody was making a big deal about white supremacism and bullshit. Okay, you are clearly the one that is brainwashed because you regurgitate these buzzwords all the time. You have nothing to say about your beliefs or anything like that. Breitbart is reputable. Breitbart has done its research, and not one shred of evidence can you disprove Breitbart on. Look at every single article they've written, okay, and tell me one article that was false and give me proof for why it was false. You can't because they're a legitimate news source. They back everything behind sources, facts.
Hillary Clinton did delete 33,000 emails. Fact.
We are not accepted with Dems. The most hate we've ever gotten is from the Democrats, is from liberals. The most hate we have ever gotten, the most intolerance that we have ever gotten, and I come from a hardcore Christian conservative family, the most hate that I've ever had was from Democrats.
Hillary Clinton ran a college scam. Fact. Damn it. Go ahead, caller. You are live.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I was just calling to see why you guys like Trump.
We like Trump for a lot of reasons.
What would you say your top reason is?
He's bringing Americans together. He is fighting for all Americans, not just special groups.
Not special interest groups overseas.
Okay, so you see all of the rallies outside of Trump rallies. How do you think he's going to bring those people together?
Well, those people are illegal immigrants. They're burning the American flag. Quite frankly, I don't want them to come together with us.
So do you think if Trump is president, he will get a Klan together and get rid of all these illegal aliens?
That's his plan.
And I like how you use the word Klan, racist.
Okay.
There's a deportation task force, which is already in existence. It's been used many times in the past, and they are very good at getting people out of this country who are illegal. Keep in mind,
Okay, so
coming into this country illegal is punishment by deportation, is punished by deportation. You know that, right? That's the law, written in law.
I understand that. What
Okay.
I'm saying is, I live in California. I'm not a liberal. And what I'm saying is, there are a lot of families here that are here illegal. So are you just going to come and just rip those families apart and take them back? I mean, I'm not...
Who's ripping the family apart? Who's ripping the family apart? If they were reputable parents, they would take their children with them. Who's saying that they're going to leave their kids here? What terrible parents if they do that? Nobody's ripping families apart.
Okay, your kids are in school, your kids have roots, so you're just going to take those families... and
They're
give them
here
20 years?
illegally. They're here illegally. You understand this, right?
They broke the law.
They broke the law. No amnesty, no citizenship, no nothing. They broke the law.
They should have came here legally, and this would all be preventable.
So
Let me ask you a
you're
question.
conservative.
Let me ask you a question.
Ask me a question.
How
Ask
is
me a
it?
question.
How is it that every single other country in the world, including Mexico, can enforce their immigration policies, but the United States can't? Can you explain to me why that is? If you were to overstay your visa in Mexico, you would have a knock on your door the next day and get kicked out of the country. You know that, right?
No, actually, I've stayed in Mexico and I haven't been kicked out the next day.
You've overstayed in Mexico?
You've overstayed your visa?
Yeah, I stayed 2 months there in Mexico.
Did you how long was your visa for?
I didn't even have a visa. I went there illegally.
That I don't believe you. I don't believe you at all. You would be out of Mexico so fast it would make your head spin.
My girlfriend lives down in Mexico. I went down there and visited her for 2 months.
Okay, well, I'm just saying that if you were caught in Mexico breaking the law, you would be out of there so fast. The point I'm trying to make, you didn't even answer my question. You didn't even answer my question. Well, how is it that every single other country in the world can enforce their immigration policies, but the United States can't? Explain that to me.
Because that's what makes America great.
Oh, please. Illegal immigration.
Breaking the law is
Breaking the
what
law
makes-
is what makes
Being
America
allowed
great.
to break the law is what, we're all about.
So if you guys think if you kicked all these illegal aliens out, do you know how much that would absolutely disrupt the economy down in California? California's a big economy.
It
I
would.
mean, all the farms, all of the
Look at all the job opportunities.
The majority of crops are all machine picked.
The whites, the blacks, they don't want to live out in the field. They're too lazy.
Well, you know what? There's plenty. First of all, they only come over for 2 months, 3 months to pick crops, make $7 grand, and go back over the border. You know that. And that's a perfect summer.
I don't know that. There are a lot of farms.
That's a perfect summer job for a kid through college. That's a perfect summer job for a kid through college. Or that's, a perfect job for a bunch of people. There are more people.
Whether or not you like it or not, there are a lot of farms down there that hire people year around.
No,
There
there's
you
not.
go.
There's
Then you got
seasonal.
full-time employment.
And that now you have full-time employment from an American citizen. That'd be great for our country. Look how many people are out of work. Look how many people are on welfare programs and food stamp programs. People need jobs, my friend. So let's open them up.
But wouldn't you guys be open to a work visa for 2 or 3 months while that's going on?
Absolutely.
Because you guys assume that California is just a 3-month period, which is not.
Work visas are fine. Work visas are 100% fine. I actually think it's necessary for the legalization process. You have to prove yourself that you're not going to live off of entitlement programs, prove yourself that you're going to have a job and actually succeed and do good for this country. I think visa programs are a great way to identify that, and then we can make you a legal citizen if you prove yourself that you can contribute to this country.
At the end of the day, illegal is illegal.
I mean, I'm not saying you guys are completely wrong, but I think on a lot of things that it's just not as easy as cut and dry saying you're illegal, you gotta get the hell out of here.
Well,
Why are you against enforcing our laws?
I'm not so far against opposing the laws. Like I'd almost, say, hey, we need to do something about it. But I'm not open to just saying, hey, get the hell out of here. I mean, it's not that easy. It's not that easy.
Trump is going to make it so that they leave on their own accord. You understand? He's going to take the opportunities away. How? I'll explain. I will explain. He's going to enforce the E-Verify system so that all employers need to check to make sure that they are hiring legal citizens. He is going to, and I would love for this to happen, he has never said this, but I would love for it to happen, to place a tax on illegal immigrants, a $10,000 fine for being an illegal immigrant in this country. They're not going to pay that. They're going to leave right away. The criminals...
And I don't even support Hillary. But do you really think the liberals here in California, they pass their own laws down here, and they don't even enforce their own laws? Do you think they're going to enforce a federal law?
Well, they better. We need a law and order state. That's what Donald Trump is standing up to fight against. We need a law and order state. Because the more and more that we break the law and get away with it and not find anything wrong with it, then we get things like Black Lives Matter. Then we get things where people are burning the American flag on live TV. That's the kind of stuff that we get when people just...
I agree with you guys, but I think you sort of glossed over what I had to say. Liberals down here in the state of California, they pass their own laws, and they don't even follow them. I can name 3 laws they don't enforce.
Then they will be reprimanded, but there will be consequences and accountability. That's what Donald Trump is running for, is the law and order president. There will be accountability for people that are not following the law.
And the federal government can pull funding for California. It's a good point.
And then how will that help if they pull funding?
Because then they'll be forced to follow their laws.
Follow the law. It's not that hard.
It's cause and effect.
And how long? I think what you guys are lacking to realize is how long we have gone without this, so-called group of people that are going to come and deport people. This hasn't been around for a long time. So all of a sudden,
it exists. Obama used it. Obama's used a deportation task force. It's not big. Obama used it.
It's obviously not big because I live in California. I've never heard of it.
Well, do your research. It's called a deportation task force.
I don't disagree with you. I think what you guys are realizing is not going to be that easy.
Nobody's saying it's easy. Nobody is saying it's easy. And I honestly, personally, if you want to know the truth, I personally believe that Donald Trump's not going to get all 11 million people, and there's actually a lot more than 11 million people here. Somewhere between 11 million and 30 million. I don't think he'll get them all.
Probably over 30 million, to be honest with you. You're going to take all of the states that border to Mexico. I mean, California's ridiculous. I mean, I agree. We are overblown with illegals. I totally agree with you. There needs to be something done.
Right.
But then you take California, Arizona, Texas, and even you go up to Oregon or Washington. It's unbelievable.
So why don't?
It's not going to be as easy as how you and Trump are saying it. There's going to have to be other things. There's going to be other rules. There's going to be other laws.
Sure.
That they're going to have to abide by because they're going to come across the border no matter what.
Well, there's going to be a wall there.
Okay. Well, last time I checked, I don't know. There's been lots of tunnels that have been discovered also.
He's talked about that many times with sonar detection devices, and this was about literally 12 months ago when he announced that he was running. He talked about the sonar detection tunnel devices and at one of his rallies. I mean, it's not that hard to identify.
I think what you guys are trying, what you guys don't realize, this is going to be another lost war. It's going to be a war on illegals, just like it was a war on drugs. If we lost that war, you need to come up with something a little bit more than just saying.
How did we lose the war on drugs? First of all, I believe that the wall will solve the war on drugs. I believe that the wall will prevent a lot of drugs from entering this country.
Drugs are still going to come across the border no matter what.
Exactly. Drugs are always going to, if they want to find a way in, they're going to. It's going to be a lot harder to make it in, though.
With a wall.
A lot of people are going to be prevented from doing it.
Okay, I think another thing you guys are also lacking is, you guys asked me the question about how come every other country in the world can impose their their borders, right? You guys asked me that question. Why can't America? Because we have too many bleeding hearts in America where we'll never come together as a country.
Right.
We're too divided. We're not going to come together. When Trump is president, which I do when Trump becomes president, and I do have a Mexican girlfriend, when Trump becomes president, you're going to have so much, there's going to be people like at his rallies, and there's going to be liberals who fight him at every single corner, just like they try to fight Obama at every single corner, but we lost.
So
the thing is, they're going to fight Trump no matter what because they don't follow the Constitution. Even the lawmakers don't follow the Constitution. That's why.
That's a problem. And it sounds like you agree with what we're saying, but you've given up. It sounds like you've given up and you say, oh, well, they're just going to do it anyway, might as well. I'm not going to bend over. I'm not going to just let it happen. I'm going to fight against it because I know exactly what is wrong. And I'm never going to stop speaking up for what I believe in, and neither should you. Don't give up.
I don't want you to stop speaking out because I think that there are also a lot of people who are tired of it, but they don't want to say anything. And I do appreciate you guys saying, because I'm great, I stumble upon you, and I think it's great we can have this discussion, without yelling at each other. And I do side with Trump. I think I am going to vote for Trump. I do have a Mexican girlfriend. Right. But the thing is it's a lot harder. I mean, I've got a couple of friends. I got one of my best friends owns a huge farm down here in California. And some of the best people I know, forest workers I know, are the Mexicans that come up and they work for him for 10, 12 years. I mean, you couldn't put a white person out there. He's trying, it just doesn't work. They don't make it. You put a black person out there, they don't make it. Mexicans are the only ones that make it.
because
they're willing to work.
yeah, I think that you're misunderstanding the whole point. The reason why we're not going to do it is because we don't have to. I mean, if people had to work for their money, right, then they would do
Right.
it. And I feel like you're just creating or not you, but I'm just saying they're creating an environment for people to be lazy, people to be on welfare,
I
people to
agree.
be on
I
entitlement
agree.
programs.
I
And
agree.
we have to stand up or it's going to continue to happen. And that's
But
the whole
how do
point.
we do that with these crazy liberals? That's what I'm saying. How?
By not backing down, by voting for people like Donald Trump, by voting for what's right. That's how. And in our own day-to-day lives, we can do it too. We can enforce our own stuff. Like, you know what? I'm only going to hire legal immigrants. I'm only going to do this. I'm only going to do that. It's just it's that lead by example kind of thing that you have to do. I personally believe it works.
I think you guys are headed in the right place. But, in business, I think one of you is a banker, right, or something about I forgot what you guys said, but so what you're saying is you lead by example. So what you're saying is you're going to let go of some of your best, hardest working, that are the most productive people, and then you're going to bring in people that are productive and lazy.
Not at all.
Meanwhile, the farmer down the road is going to hear, oh, they let this guy go?
Nope.
You don't think they're going to pick up that hard-working Mexican that isn't illegal?
Nope.
Come on, guys.
I believe that if it's enforced, and I believe that if you have the right head on your shoulders, it doesn't matter. It's lead by example. And I honestly believe that the situation is much worse in California, where you're from, than it is anywhere else. So you feel like it's collapsed at this point, and there's no way to.
California's a lost state. I think it's a doomed, lost state. The liberals down here, they're almost like, there's one talking head, and one talking head talks for all of them. It's unbelievable.
I know.
It's out of control. And some of the crap they come up with, like you were talking about the alt-right. I mean, I've never heard that word.
Right.
The alt-right.
Right. And now it's a common thing. Exactly. I agree with you. I think we agree with each other. I think we just disagree on how to get there. And I feel like you're doubtful about how to get there. But I would just, what are you going to do then? Ask yourself that. What are you going to do then?
I listen to you guys, and you guys seem to be very well educated, so I'm not claiming to be smarter than you. But what I'm saying is I think that there should be another program, or there should be something where, if you've been here for 10, 12 years, 20 years, maybe amnesty would be the way to go. And I know you don't disagree with that because they came here illegally, but I think that if you just fired these people and got rid of it, I think it would destroy a lot of the economy. And if you cut funding, I think it would just, it'd do more harm than good. But at the same time, I'm all for you. I'm tired of these only liberals, but, we're kind of outnumbered here in California, and I don't know your plan would exactly work here. That's all.
I mean, I think that if we know anything from Trump's history, he's very good at reaching across the table and getting things done. I mean, he's always ahead of schedule and under budget, and he gets things done. He's, been in cahoots with Democrats and Republicans to get things done in his favor for his companies, and I feel like he can do the same thing. And
I agree with you. And let me ask you guys another question. You guys are obviously gay. I'm not trying to make fun of that. I'm sure that you guys have gay friends, or you have friends that are maybe Democrats.
Right.
Is there fighting between you guys? You guys seem to be fairly, wide open with your stance.
Right.
Where I come from, where I'm at, I just lost a best friend because, she wrote something on Facebook saying, if you're for Trump, you're part of the problem. Well, if you're going to write something on Facebook, be prepared to have a comment. And I commented on it, and, she exploded. She said, we're never friends. And, how does that work with you guys? You guys run into that?
We're very tolerant of our friends.
So, first thing you have to realize is if she exploded on you and you're not friends anymore, she doesn't have a solid base to her argument. She expects everybody just to believe what she believes and not know facts upon anything. But going off of what he said, we're very tolerant of our friends. If I posted stuff on Facebook all the time about our support for Trump, and I do get a lot of backlash from it, and I don't freak out at them. I don't call them stupid or idiots or whatever. I just throw facts back at them, ask them open-ended questions. I got into a huge argument on Facebook a couple months ago, and this guy was defending Trump till he was blue in the, or not Trump, defending Obama till he was blue in the face. Excuse me, and he said that the reason gas prices are so low is because of Obama. And I threw fact back at him, and it shut him right up. He couldn't come back and say anything because he knew at that point
But
it was done.
we also believe in making everybody feel comfortable around us. It's not like, you know, if we have friends over or whatever, we're always talking about politics or whatever. We don't want to be those people. So
There's always kind of that debate of, you know, well, what do we talk about next? And politics is kind of one of those things.
right.
And, you know, I mean, I mean, this whole, you know, I've been, you know, I'm 37, and, you know, I've never seen anything like this
Right.
since I've been alive. And I've never seen a candidate like Hillary Clinton. I mean, how blatant obvious at this point, you know, is it? You know,
Right.
she's corrupt, and I've seen a lot of people, a lot of my friends posting stuff on Facebook or something. It's like, well, don't you open your eyes?
Right.
You know, I mean, where is it when Trump does all these bad things and your things in? But you know, guys, I don't want to take any more of your time, and you know, thanks for listening.
Yeah, well, we appreciate your call, and always stand up. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Name the corruption. Oh, man. You really want to start
So Felix, first of all, said a while ago, he's like, you guys have yet to name one fact. And I said, Hillary Clinton deleted 33,000 plus emails.
that? With
Fact.
With software, by the way. This software to delete these emails is one of the most high-tech, permanent resources available to delete anything. So if they were just personal emails, why was she so keen to get rid of them? Name one. Where'd the Haiti money go? Where'd the Haiti money go? Clintons ran it. Where'd the Haiti money go? From the earthquake. Okay, there's one. Watch Clinton Cash. You'll get 80 of them. Look at all of the people that have gotten mineral rights in other countries, especially Africa, because of the Clintons, and look up why that happened. What else? My gosh. I mean, look at Benghazi.
As Secretary of State, Hillary Clinton is responsible
See, you
for
don't
the...
even know. You don't even know her failures. You don't even know anything about Haiti. Do your research on Hillary Clinton, my friend. Go watch Clinton Cash.
We have done our research on Donald Trump,
We have
and
done.
he did not have 4 failed casinos. He filed bankruptcy for his casinos that were failing so that he could restructure his debt and save the casinos, but that was also Atlantic City, and it wasn't just Trump's casinos that were failing, it was Atlantic City.
Look at everything in Atlantic City.
Mr. Tanner, did you ever check out Clinton University? Bet you didn't check that one out.
Everybody knows, even Democrats know, how corrupt Hillary Clinton is. It's not a secret. Everybody knows. And even if you were to go up to a liberal and say, do you think, like, there's some things in Hillary Clinton's past that are a little shaky, a little corrupt? They would say yes. I mean, everybody knows how corrupt she is.
What about the Mexican judge? What about the Iranian judge that Obama said couldn't speak at an Iranian case? Did you ever read about that one? There was a Clinton University.
Yes, there was. It's called Lorette University.
Mr. McCormick, nice try.
Go look up Lorette University.
Here's one that's going to trigger Lynn. You're a fucktard too.
So you're just going to ignore all of the corruption in her 30-year past? You're going to ignore all of it? No, corruption does not need conviction. Corruption happens on a day-to-day basis, and it comes from people like Hillary Clinton. It does not need conviction for us to know what's really going on. If you just want to turn a blind eye to it and say, oh, it's okay, everything's fine, go ahead and do so. You are a very pathetic individual if you are going to do that, though.
No, we don't think Trump is corrupt. He
Not at all.
has not taken any money from any country that wants to openly kill gays.
Kill gays, exactly.
Not once.
He's not taken any money from any powerful billionaire that wants to sway Trump's opinions on one way or another to benefit the billionaire.
Corruption needs proof. Proof. Hillary Clinton deleted 33,000 plus emails. Proof.
Proof.
How are you going to fight that one?
He actually released all of his financials when he ran for the Trump organization. It was much better than anybody thought. If there's anything financial that you need to know about Trump's financial competency, you can find it in the Trump organization filings. It's very simple.
33 personal emails, and why did she scrub them clean with software that will make sure that those are never able to be retrieved? Why would she do that?
I already told you everything that you need to know about how Donald Trump handles finances is in the Trump Organization financial documents that he'd released when he ran.
So why would she scrub them clean so that they can't be found if they're just personal emails?
I know, and they're willingly, Democrats are willingly, like this guy, this Felix
Want me to explain
McCormick.
how government emails work? It shouldn't matter if it's government, personal, or whatever. If they're personal emails, why did she scrub them clean?
On her government account, on her government server.
Right.
Putting the risk of many people, many people's lives at risk. Who knows the repercussions that have happened from Hillary Clinton's private email server?
You erase all personal emails.
With software that is one of the most intense softwares to ever be developed to delete emails. Really?
I think you just hit
And-
select all, delete.
The timeline. Why did she delete it right before this investigation? Wouldn't she be deleting her emails through time if it's required to delete your personal emails? And why was it her personal email server? Why wasn't it on the government's email
Yeah,
server?
why didn't she just use her Yahoo account?
I think that software with my wife. Oh, goodness.
How many people do you think she's killed? At least 4.
At least 4 for sure.
And then there's the trail of 60 dead people that were close to her at one point.
That she didn't get convicted for.
That all mysteriously committed suicide.
And Vince Foster, I'm sorry, but you don't commit suicide with 2 gunshot wounds. You commit suicide with 1 gunshot wound.
Felix, what are you holding on to? What does Hillary have over you that makes you want to support her so badly?
Actually, Felix, go ahead and call us, Felix. Felix, go ahead and call. Let's see hearts if you guys want Felix to call. Let's see those hearts. Get Felix to call. Let's see it. It's a lot of hearts, Felix.
No, we did not say she kills 4 in a week. We said she's killed at least 4.
Call in, Felix. You have a lot of hearts coming your way, Felix.
Come on, Felix.
Okay, if you're sick of it, tell us why we're wrong. Go ahead and call us, Felix.
Because you can't. And you've yet to say what Hillary is holding over your head.
Pull out that Obama phone. You can do it. Type in those numbers.
Okay, maybe she personally has not pulled the trigger on those guns.
Well, all we're saying is there's 60 dead bodies around her that were mysterious deaths. That's all we're saying.
That were suicides. No amount of logic can sway us because you haven't given us any logic.
Alright, Felix, this is your last chance to call in. Otherwise, goodbye, Felix.
We definitely think she had a hand in getting Vince Foster killed. Again, I do not believe she pulled the trigger.
What about Juanita Broderick and how she silenced her after her husband raped her?
What about the child rapist that she got off and then laughed about it? Oh, because she wasn't accused of that, then there was no way to prove what? I don't even know what you said.
Alright, Felix, we will no longer respond to you because you can't even call us.
You and Lynn are our top 2 fucktards.
Oh,
Sorry.
Lynn's still here.
Sorry, Lynn, you're not number 1, you're tied.
Lynn, you're in bed with this guy. You two support each other. That's sad.
People in dispute with Clinton seem to drop dead. Yeah, we're a little scared for our lives.
Juanita Broderick never accused? You should read what Juanita Broderick is saying right now.
We're not getting mean.
We're not desperate either. We really couldn't care less about you.
Oh, is it mean because I called you a fucktard?
We respect others. We do, and we respect viewpoints of other people, and your viewpoints have yet to be determined because you won't call us. You're just telling us that we're wrong when we're not wrong. The majority of Americans, all Americans, I'm going to go ahead and say that they can name more scandals of Hillary Clinton than successes. That is a fact. Maybe not all Americans.
Yes, another fact. The leader of the KKK
Most.
in California did endorse Hillary Clinton, and I've yet to hear the denouncement of that.
Go look up Juanita Broderick and her claims. Also look up what Hillary Clinton did to silence her. And we can talk more about all the other people Bill Clinton has raped, if you want to. Exactly. Democrats keep segregation. Democrats like segregation because they know that they're going to get reelected if segregation exists.
My friend knows Broderick personally, and you know what? My uncle is actually poker buddies with Trump's neighbor.
Oh my god. Christianist? Christianist. There's nothing wrong with being a Christian. There's nothing wrong with being white. There is nothing wrong with being gay. Playing devil's advocate, but Hillary Clinton has been in the public eye for a really long time. Exactly.
She has.
Hillary Clinton has been in the public eye for 30 plus years. Shouldn't we be able to name her accomplishments really, really easily?
Right. Hello to Savannah, Georgia.
Exactly. Uranians control 20% of American uranium because of Hillary Clinton. I will repeat. Russians control 20% of America's uranium because of Hillary Clinton.
That's a fact, Felix.
That is a fact. That's corruption. That's in bed with another country.
How are you going to dispute that one, Felix?
That's not conspiracy. This is proven. This is 100% fact.
Hi, Pedge. You two are taking the word of Broderick.
We're off Broderick. Explain the uranium deal.
That's fact.
No, they control our uranium.
They control 20%
The United
of our
States uranium. Russians control.
Russians received their uranium that Iran destroyed.
We're not talking about Russia's uranium. We're talking about our uranium currently in this country. Russia controls 20% of it. Doesn't that scare you, especially with such a Looney Tune like Putin?
Look it up, Felix. Do your own research. No, they do not. They control 20% of the U.S.
They do.
uranium.
They do. Go look it up. Go look it up. Go look it up. They do, Felix.
Are you in denial, Felix?
Go ahead, Felix. Go ahead. You have Google. I'm sure
Now
you
it's
do.
just more bullshit because you can't disagree with it.
No, this is actual fact from almost every single news organization out there, including CNN. CNN. There you go. A source. But this has been documented everywhere. Felix, you're a troll. Sorry to say. And you still aren't going to call in.
Okay, so from the New York Times, Felix.
New York Times. There you go, another source.
Cash flow to Clinton Foundation amid Russian uranium deal.
Ooh, that doesn't look good, does it? We're done with Felix. He wouldn't call in. We gave him a chance.
Shortly after the Russians announced their intention to acquire a majority stake in Uranium One, Mr. Clinton received $500,000 at a Moscow speech.
Wow, that's generous.
Few could have imagined in the past that they would own 20% of U.S. reserves.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Wait. 20%?
Yep, Russia owns 20% of the U.S. uranium
That is
reserves.
brand new information.
Shocking.
To my direct message on Twitter today about Islam. When did you send it? Did you see my Islam video today that I posted? Where a leader of the Muslim community asked for all of Muslims to take over the UK and the United States?
So somebody just asked me if we really want to give Trump the nuclear codes. First of all, Trump isn't the only one that handles this nuclear code. It's not like he just presses a button and boom, there goes the nuclear warhead blasting off. Second, I do trust him with it. Third, did you not notice how Joe Biden pointed out one of the people during a rally who held one of the nuclear codes? Do you not remember that? So you're okay with Obama and Biden knowing who has them when they just point out, hey, that guy over there has it.
Whoopsie daisy. Hillary probably has already sold the codes. She's probably sold it to the highest bidder, and she said, when I'm in office, I promise it to you. She has a lot of favors to pay back.
Your DM that says Islam is not the problem.
There was no boom after it. That's good. I have the codes. My brother is in jail because of Hillary. I'm sorry.
Well, anyway, I'm getting hungry.
Yeah,
Hungry.
all that talk about Olive Garden and steak, and I think we are going to partake in food. Thank you all so much for watching us, and definitely follow us here. Follow us on Twitter, A Politic Voice. We follow everybody back, and we love open, honest conversation.
And check out our YouTube. We have really good videos on there showing just little clippets of specific points, not being bombarded with all of the...
Oh, and I have very exciting news. We have been in contact with a lot of people that want to have us on radio shows, and
Somebody's doing an article about us.
Somebody's doing an article about us, and we have a lot of great things coming out, and I don't want to release any information just yet because nothing is set in stone, but we will definitely post that on our Twitter when that stuff is available. And
our YouTube name is A Politic Voice, so is our Twitter. Everything we do is A Politic Voice. The letter A, Politic Voice, all one word bunched into one.
See you later, Morrison. We love you guys.
All right,
Bye.
thanks for tuning in, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye.